going to happen. Wait till interest rates start to rise. Wait till the Fed loses control of interest rates. And
Right.
Dunlop was on there now talking about, well, hey, they're going to start buying corporate bonds. Yeah, they're probably going to start buying corporate bonds because if they don't, they're going to default. I mean, the rates are going to start to skyrocket for corporations. But that's even more money printing, right? But the bond bubble has to pop. And I think the dollar bubble is going to pop first. So I think you'll start to see the dollar really weaken. But once the dollar really starts to go down, bonds have to follow because all bonds are IOU dollars. In fact, they barely have a coupon now. There's not that much difference between a treasury and currency because the yield's almost the same. But the problem is, the currency, the bond is locked up. You get a 10-year treasury, your dollar is locked up for 10 years. Okay, well, what's that dollar going to buy 10 years from now? We don't even know what it's going to buy 10 minutes from now. So ultimately, if the dollar cracks, the bonds have to crack more. And then what happens? And imagine how bad it's going to be when the Fed no longer has the ability to lower interest rates, when rates are going up as we're in a recession. And then as prices are going up. See, in the last recession, the Great Recession, consumers were relieved by prices not going up and interest rates coming down. What happens if during the next recession we have a big increase in consumer prices and mortgage rates go up,
right? Credit
card rates go up. Then imagine how bad that's going to be. I mean, if we thought that last recession was a great recession, we hadn't seen nothing yet. Wait till we see how great a recession can be when the cost of living goes up and interest rates go up during the recession.
Yeah, that's an absolutely deadly combination. Just to go back to what you're saying about you think the dollar is going to go first. I mean, the dollar index over the last 2 weeks, something like the last 10 sessions, has gotten absolutely smoked.
It hasn't been smoked. It's barely down. I mean, we're down below 97, so
right.
We're down about 3%.
From a little bit over 100, I think, in just like 8 or 9 sessions.
Yeah. But, I'm talking about, let's have this thing crash. Let's see the dollar index drop 10, 20%. Not 3%.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, that's good for the course of 10 trading sessions, 9 trading sessions is the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, but also the thing is, the dollar is losing value against the Swiss franc, the euro, the yen. But, look at the Canadian dollar's down today. The Aussie dollar's down today. I mean, I want to see when you see the dollar going down against everything, all the fiat currencies, right? Right now it's losing against the safe haven currencies, but gaining against some of the commodity currencies. But that's also interesting. The dollar is not a safe haven. Right? Because it's going down against the yen. It's going down against the Swiss franc. It's going down against gold. And so if the dollar is not a safe haven, how can treasuries be a safe haven? Right. How can anybody be buying a treasury and thinking they're doing something safe? They're not. They're doing something insanely risky. I mean, I actually think that the people who own treasuries are going to lose more than the people who own the S&P. so that's how risky it is. And they're taking all this risk for nothing. What's the yield? What are they getting for all this risk?
You think ultimately we're just heading towards Japan's situation here? I mean, it's inevitable.
Oh no! We're heading for something way worse than Japan. I mean, Japan's in much better shape than we are. We're gonna see a complete implosion of our way of living because I think that this is it. This is the financial crisis of 2008 was the beginning of the end. Now we're coming to the middle of the end, not quite the end of the end. But at the end of the end, the U.S. dollar is no longer the reserve currency, and America is just another country.
Right.
And that's going to be a huge, change because now we're going to have to produce if we want to consume. Now we're going to have to save if we want to borrow. But we don't have an economy that's built for that.
It's cash up front, right? No more credit.
Everything is